Hello. Thank you, Jacob, and thank you, Dr. Chilton. It was an honor and a pleasure to hear you speak. Just personally, in my background, I grew up on a farm, so I'm very close to the ag community, and I came out here for school at North Carolina State University. That's where I received my PhD in statistics with an emphasis in genetics and population genetics. A large part of my focus in my research at the beginning was on the human side. And then more recently, I started doing some research into plant genomics and realized plants are a lot harder and more complex than humans. So that's just a little bit of my background. And I've been at SAS now for about 10 years and am lucky to be in a group that really tries to promote and continue to drive discovery and understanding of scientific data through statistical analysis. So the JMP Life Sciences Group, many of you should be familiar with SAS. It's quite a large company here in the Triangle. The JMP Life Sciences Group, the JMP group from SAS, is a much smaller part of SAS that has software that's really dedicated to the science and engineering fields. And we have a family of products that are used within that arena. JMP is one of the premier tools in both academic and science and engineering to handle data, especially doing designed experiments and a wide array of tools to start your data analysis. So our big thing is we want to provide the methods in an easy-to-use interface so that you all can continue to advance the science. Our group specifically, the JMP Life Sciences Group, create two of those products, JMP Genomics and JMP Clinical. JMP Genomics was a new product about 15 years ago, focused on how to analyze microarray expression data. And since then, it's become a very comprehensive genomic package for almost any type of biological data. When I came on board, a large focus for me was enhancing the methods for statistical genetics. And part of that became specialized routines to handle plant data or animal data and the models and how they differ because of the way that plant and animal data differ from humans. We've also just expanded that into many other areas where we can do biomarker and any type of biological data, including integrated analysis across all the types of data that is getting produced now. So everything creates data, and we're trying to create tools that help you understand it. JMP Clinical is also another area that we've kind of started to get into that has some ties still, because you start out and sometimes products of researching into plants might lead to drug discovery. So we also have a tool for that as well that our group supports. So for this audience, though, and the reason we're here and so excited to sponsor events like this is to advance research specifically more for our JMP Genomics product. It's a unique combination of JMP and SAS software that we have tools to do any type of analysis, whether it's genetic data analysis, population analysis. Some of the key things we've added in the last 5 years have all been around plant science, including programs for breeders, marker-assisted breeding, cross-evaluation, cross-simulation, to be able to speed breeding programs up through the use of genetic data. We've also done a lot of work, and I've participated in research with people in this community as well as across North Carolina and into Missouri and Kansas on linkage mapping and QTL analysis. So trying to understand the genomes, trying to find linkage maps for genomes of plants that don't yet have reference genomes so that we can continue to do these analyses. And of course, our software does cover a lot more types of data, including the expression, next-generation sequencing, annotation, biological pathways, et cetera. And then another large area of that is not only can we understand and try to associate that data to things that we're interested in, but can we use it to drive better decision-making? Can we use it to start making predictions? So it's really this idea of discovery into understanding with data. So again, our group produces software, but that's not really the goal of our group. Our group is a very special group within SAS, and I would never go to another group, at least, well, not yet at least. Famous last words, right? But to me, I feel like I have the best job I could have. Within our group, we're really allowed to dedicate ourselves to the science to help drive the development of our software. So our group really wants to promote the research. We're not just trying to produce software that we don't know how it's getting used. Our software, for example, I did a quick Google Scholar search. It's been used in almost 1,000 citations, and that's from plant, bacteria, animal, human, all different varieties of data. So it's really exciting to see that, that way that our software is being used to drive discovery. Our group specifically co-authors and collaborates with a lot of those researchers. So we are developing software, but at the same time we love to get data. And so we love to build collaborations and partnerships with people like you that have data and have questions that you don't know how to answer. And that's what drives our software, really. So, I mean, besides the citations of customers using our data, our own group has several publications, peer-reviewed, and even books out every year across a variety of research areas. You know, we came into this field like on the foundation of this genetic discovery thinking, okay, that foundation's pretty set, but pretty much every year we just keep finding that we really don't know everything yet. So it's wonderful to hear Dr. Chilton talk about the beginnings of that revolution, but it's not over yet. You know, every time we're still finding amazing discoveries, and I think that's the coolest part of this area we're in. So with that, I just want to say thank you. Yeah, we really do mean that. We want data. So, yeah, that's Deming, of course. We think that's a good indicator of what our group is like. So this is our group, and I'm not saying thank you to my group. I'm saying from our group, thank you to you all. Thank you to NC Biotech for dedicating their time to hold these events. Thank you to the other sponsors for making this possible. And thank you all for your research. It's just a wonderful area and a wonderful time to be in this domain.